Snorkeling in 1 foot of water may not qualify for extreme water sports, but these two biologists have an important gig. Turning over one stone at a time, they are counting Comal Salamanders inside Landa Park in New Braunfels. These flags representing where they've spotted one of the elusive creatures.
This is like a bigger one here that is a slight bit leucistic.
Meaning they come in all colors and sizes, and thankfully seem to be thriving in their one and only habitat. They were able to find quite a few Comal salamanders here today. It is petitioned to be on the threatened or endangered list, but isn't quite yet. It's in the same family, though, as the Texas blind salamander, which is endangered. In total, there are 11 endangered, threatened, or petitioned to be endangered species that call the springs of the Edwards Aquifer home.
We have, 3 salamanders on there. We have fish species. We have Texas wild rice as a plant, and then we have a number of macroinvertebrates.
And it is these tiny critters that spurred the development of the EAA, and also why we are here today, all born out of a lawsuit.
The Sierra Club was the original lawsuit in 1991.
This is where the Fed stepped in, citing the Endangered Species Act.
A lot of people are very surprised that the limits that we have on watering are actually for these tiny little critters.
In 2013, the culmination was an agreement among the 5 permittees, the City of San Marcos, the City of San Antonio through SAWS, the City of New Braunfels, Texas State University, and the Edwards Aquifer Authority. Those 5 entities agreed to start the Habitat Conservation Plan.
The Habitat Conservation Plan. It's not something we hear about much, but it plays a vital role in how the aquifer is managed.
And so this covers us to do certain activities that are aimed at protecting these threatened and endangered species.
Which brings us back to today's count. Data like this is turned over to the federal government to satisfy any concerns.
And the species, just because they're listed endangered, does not mean that they're near extinction. That just means that they need to be protected and preserved, their habitat preserved.
Which is evident in and around Landa Park. The Comal Springs are flowing steadily, and if you're curious, the water stays a comfortable and consistent 72 degrees. The Comal system has 425 springs that feed into it, like this one back here. It's kind of coming out of a sidewall. Water feeds down into the system, and it's the perfect environment for those threatened and endangered species.
Numbers look healthy. The system the habitat is strong. The species have been preserved well, and they're continuing to thrive.
In record numbers, a sign that the entire aquifer system is alive and well, a stat that the EAA believes we should all care about.